Now I know, ever since quarantine started, it is really easy for us to be consumed in this negative news that is on the internet right now. Now, combine that with staying at home and not being able to go outside, it just breaks a lot of our habits and daily routines that we've had before quarantine. Now, as a student and as a person who is obsessed with self-development, I wanted to test out and I want to try out different habits and different things that would help my life and try to boost my productivity levels. Now, here are the top 5 things that I want you to be doing to actually keep your mental and physical health, and at the same time being sane during school quarantine, and even boost your productivity levels even way before quarantine started. And now this habit is probably one of the worst hated one on this list, but you gotta be waking up early if you want to actually crack the things that you want to do. You want to check off all the things that you want to do on your to-do list that day. Now, obviously, a lot of us probably don't have anywhere to go, and at the same time, we want to be able to sleep. We want to take back all the sleep that we lost before quarantine because of school, work, or something else. Before quarantine started, I was barely sleeping around 6 hours a day, and my friends actually sleep way less than that. But now, since I don't have to go anywhere, I am confined in my home and base everything on myself to be able to waking up early. When you wake up early, you're actually ahead of so many people in the world. Actually, if you do, you won the first battle of the day. And that is especially important if you want to do a lot of productivity things in the day. It's what gets the ball rolling for me, because every single time I wake up, I know exactly what to do, and I get started with my daily routines and not be involved into reacting with so many things that's going on the internet, especially with all the negative news that is going on out there with the death and with all the confirmed cases. Now, what I actually want you to get out of this is more than just a waking up number, right? So you might be asking yourself, Jason, what is the best time for you to wake up? Well, that is for you to decide. And obviously, this should be the time that you felt most comfortable with. Now, of course, I have no problem with you waking up later, but what I want you to actually understand the core principles behind waking up at a consistent time every single day. All right, number 2. And this might become a surprise to you, but the number 2 on this list is actually journaling. And now I think a lot of people really hate journaling just mainly because they sometimes think that when you have to journal, you have to confine yourself into writing every single little thing that happened to your day on every single day. Now, I think this is probably one of the worst ways to journal because you put yourself in a box that is really hard to stay inside. Now, when I did that back in like maybe 2 years ago, it never worked out. And after I missed one day, it's just piled up, and eventually I stopped doing it altogether. But when I started doing it, like writing out my feelings or just write whatever I want for that day or during that specific time, I feel like I am being more myself and I am not confined to this one little box that everybody have been telling me to do. And sometimes if I don't feel like writing or I don't feel like documenting what is happening on that day, I just write the date and just say I don't feel like it. And this is especially important if you feel like you are being strictly confined to writing every single thing down every single day, because not only would this give you a little bit more freedom when you write, it also helps you enjoy the process as well, because this should be helping you understanding your feelings and be actually helping you with every single day throughout this whole pandemic, not be actually hurting you or making you feel like it's a burden. Now, obviously, you don't want to be skipping every single day when you do this because that misses out the whole point of a habit. But what I recommend you doing is give yourself a top notch of 2 days of not writing anything down, but then get back on it on the next day. Now, number 3 is, without saying, it's working out. And obviously, this has to be on the list. It's one of the most crucial things that all health experts and online influencers recommend you to be doing right now, is for a good reason, because this makes you feel happier, it gives you goals, and it actually keeps your body in shape. Now, obviously, I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to go down what you should be doing and how long you should be doing it, because you should be doing that by yourself, by doing your own research. Now, this habit for me is incredibly important because it's what finally setting off that bond to even go faster, because I absolutely love working out. Now, you don't have to be someone like me who spends around an hour every single day working out, but what I recommend you doing is that you just spend a little bit of time every single day, running, walking, just doing any kind of physical activities to not only help relieve stress and just give you some sanity and mental clarity, but also actually helps you in shape. And 10-20 minutes a day is a lot compared to doing nothing. Now, number 4 is probably going to be hated on a lot, especially during this time where school is pretty much moved to online and a lot of learning has been put back. Of course, I am talking about learning. Now, I'm hearing all the students probably saying, but Jason, you're a student too. Why aren't you complaining? Why are you telling us to learn when that's the last thing we want to do right now? And now I know that a lot of us hate learning, including myself, but that is because we're learning something that we don't want to learn. What I recommend you actually doing is researching and learning the stuff that you actually love doing. For me personally, that's self-development, photography, and filmmaking, and tons more, but I'm just focusing on those because I actually love them and I love learning about them. Now, you don't got any excuses for doing this because YouTube and Google and the tons of other sources gives you so much information and value that you don't have any excuses to not be learning those stuff. And your brain is like a muscle. It's like a physical muscle that if you want to train it, you want to get it to be bigger and better at what it's doing, you have to train it every single day. And the habit of learning every single day is especially crucial. Now, I'm not telling you to spend whole hours or a lot of time every single day to learning, but what I recommend you is just spend maybe 5 minutes reading or 10 minutes doing some research online about stuff that you actually love. Personally, right now, I'm reading self-development books, and check out the description down below if you want to see my recommendations or what I'm reading currently. And number 5 is probably one of the more social and a little bit more relaxing kind of habit that I think is really it's really been helping me. It's actually talking to people. It's calling up old friends and family that you haven't talked to in a very long time. Now, this is especially important if you want to keep the connection, but also to show people that you care. And doing this on a daily basis not only helps you relax a little bit, but also keeps your mind off of a lot of negative news that is on the internet and just focus on just having a nice time with the other person. FaceTime them, call them, just text them. That's all it does. And I think doing that on a repeated daily basis help us become more as a human being, less of a machine every single day. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more productivity and lifestyle content. And until the next episode, peace.